think we're live. If you can hear us and we're live, say what's up.
Send us some crickets.
If you're watching from your phone, send us a cricket emoji. I actually asked people to leave hearts one time, and a lot of people were confused.
Oh, because they're watching on their computer?
Or their TV.
You can't comment on the TV?
No, you have to watch it on the TV and then have it on your phone and then comment from your phone.
I see.
I only knew that because Judy. So,
Jesse Papa Bear.
Papa's in the house.
Angels in Vegas. What's up, y'all?
How is Vegas doing? Did it survive last night?
I think it did. I think it survived the crushing victory.
It was not crushing.
I'm saying crushing because I think a lot more people were betting on San Fran than KC. Every single person in Kansas City and then everybody else around that, besides Texas, was voting for San Francisco.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Laura Taylor, that your team didn't win. So today, in my most recent shipment, you guys, if you didn't know, I got a shipment of Color Obsession, which was 4 cases. Color Obsession, I had 1 of 3 cases come in. Color Passion, I had 4 cases come in, and Just Resin, I had 4 cases come in. And something else got delivered, but I've been doing inventory for days. And in that inventory, we got some Ocean Coat.
What?
Ocean Coat is a resin from Just Resin out of Australia. I import it, and it's supposed to be a resin that makes it super easy to create cells. And we're gonna test it. We're gonna
Got us a big turtle.
Turtle.
And then we got a couple coasters, of course. It just kind of looks like it's just blending in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we spray painted a part of a turtle and then the other half is just not.
We're doing a big turtle.
We're going to go ahead and switch it over in the broadcast room here to 3 cameras, guys. 3, 2.
Cue the intro.
Yeah, we need a, oh my goodness, actually caught you live. Hello.
No, I put it on
CWV.
So
Yeah,
if
you
you
can't touch that for like 2 weeks.
If you guys have never heard about this particular resin, it is, like I said, from Just Resin in Australia, and it's supposed to give you super great cells. So this is a 1-to-1 high viscosity resin. It's very thick. So, where are you?
Where you be?
Like,
Yeah.
that is pretty goopy.
Goopy.
And then it says, designed for the creation of lacing and cell effects in resin art. Easy to use 1-to-1 ratio, halls UV stability, and high in clarity. Product is ideal for oceanscapes, seafoam waves, great effects and depth. Mixing directions, equal parts A and B. Stir slowly for 3 to 5 minutes. For something this thick, I think stirring slowly is clutch, because the faster you mix, the more likely you are to
Don't say it. Regular. Oh, just bubbles.
yeah, you're gonna fold in a whole bunch of bubbles.
Hold it in. Uh-oh.
So, yeah. Pour and spread over project. Remove bubbles with a torch. Allow 5 minutes between passes. Oh. If you go back and retorch, allow 5 minutes. Cover and let stand for 24 hours. Full cure in 7 days. That's pretty quick, because usually resin is 30 days. Enjoy the super high gloss finish. So if you're looking on my website, this is, it's 1 liter, which I think is essentially a half gallon. Where are you? Here.
Yeah.
Here. And we'll figure it out. I also wanted to do an ocean today because I have, for the first time in a long time, I've got my Bondi in stock. I've got my titanium in stock. We are good to go for a beautiful ocean. Now this does have a shorter working time than the art coat that we typically use, so you can't dilly-dally, can't fiddle-faddle.
Fiddle-faddle.
I don't know, but...
That's a good term. I like it.
And then I'm just going to use this Tea Tiny Baby Cup for the white. I always, if you're new here, only mix up as much of a color as I need. And if I make a big cup, if I have a big cup like this one, then I'm going to put my resin in for the white. I'm going to use way too much resin and end up wasting all that, because for my oceans, you don't need that much of the white. I am using Just Resin's titanium paste. Where are you? There you are. Nope. Yep. Where? Yes. This is, it's like the consistency of like a pudding.
Mm. Of that, I thought that she was talking, or that person was talking. I don't know if that's
I haven't answered anybody. I have no idea. The turtle is awesome. Thank you.
CWV.
Rumple. Yes. We like being on this setup as well.
Did I miss the working time on the resin, Brittany?
So the working time. What's up, Brittany?
Rumple.
The working time is, it's 45 minutes ish. It's shorter than the art coat that we usually work with, but it's still plenty enough time to do an ocean, I think, I would say.
Yeah. Especially in the winter time too. It's a little chilly today, so summertime possibly, you know, could vary from state to state. It's like gambling laws, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's still a good time. What is the viscosity on that? It is a high viscosity or very thick resin. So it's a very slow moving, thick resin. I wouldn't ever even almost use it for casting epoxy. And then for the colors, I am using Bondi Blue from Color Obsession. It is my go-to for ocean colors.
Look at that.
And it doesn't look like all that in a bag of chips in this cup, but once it is out of said cup, you'll be very impressed with this color. Whenever
Aussie born and bred, we'll get A to you.
Hello,
Happy
hello, hello.
Tuesday.
We're using Bondi from Australia today. And I'm going to use some of the turquoise gel tint from Color Passion as well. Oop. She is getting different bottles, so we don't have to do this pump thing. I'm using all translucent colors today because I want to make sure that my piece is ultimately see-through. You can do oceans with an opaque color if you'd
I
like.
changed it. Sorry.
But personally, I prefer a translucent ocean because oceans, I mean, they are transparent because water. Well, a lot of water is transparent. Not every water. So this is the turquoise gel tint. I made it purposefully a little bit darker, and you can see that you can see
It's a
through
little
it.
bit more bluer on the camera than it is in person.
Oh, you can't see there.
There's a little bit of a green. Hold on. It's not on that one, babe.
Yeah.
No. It's just on that. The overhead and this one. Oh, that isn't.
It's okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit of
Nope.
a little bit of Milky Way into this as well.
I'll just put us on all three since you're used to that.
I'm just used to
No.
being like, we're here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm fiddle-faddle.
Fiddle-faddling.
Fiddle-faddle.
So I just put a little bit in here because I want it to be sparkly, but I don't want it to turn opaque. And if I put too much of this in here, it will go opaque. So I just wanted just enough to add sparkle. I don't think you guys are going to see the sparkle in all of its glory on this camera
I
because
still kind of see it.
the
Yeah.
light is not the best right there. We'll do true color video as per usual as well when we get this finished. All right. I have some resin left over in case. And I know I'm gonna need to mix up a little bit more of the blues. Tink. I don't know if you guys caught me.
Tink, tink.
Okay, so if you've never seen me do an ocean, I'm gonna walk you through it. It's not that difficult, but it is intimidating until you kind of have the feel down. So before the feed started, I spray painted, or my husband spray painted one of our hangable, about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch thick turtles. He spray painted it white, and then we spray painted where the sand is gold. That is completely up, like, your prerogative. And we let that dry, and now we're going to add the resin. We went ahead and mixed up our ocean coat before the live because it's not that interesting usually to watch someone mix resin. It's like watching paint dry to a lot of people. And you saw me mix the colors, and so we're going to proceed. I have linked everything that I'm using today down in the description box under this video. The turtle shapes and the colors and the resins all linked down there. So I'm going to first put the clear where I want my ocean line to be. And I don't want it to be completely straight, and I want it to be kind of into the sand a little bit, because I really like seeing the sand kind of showing off under the cells, should we get cells. I haven't used this epoxy in a while. And now I'm going to take the lighter of our two colors, which would be our Bondi, and it's going to be kind of higher up. It's going to be in the shallow areas of our ocean. And it's not going to, our piece isn't going to look like much right now, people. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to look a hot mess before it looks a success. But this will be a hot mess success, I've decided. I'm just getting all of our resin out of our cup.
And you would think that that would be like a lot of resin on there, but some of it's going to be coming off, right?
Yeah, we're going to end up rolling some of it off the back, which we can put coasters back behind our turtle so that it catches all of the roll off. So I'm putting the darker color where the deeper ocean will be. And I'm not trying to pour it all to fill it all in. I just did it sporadically because I'm going to come in with my hand and just meld the two together.
I'll help.
Get sticky with me.
Get sticky with me. Get sticky with it.
Get sticky with me. Get sticky with me. So we're not mixing the two. We're just kind of poking.
Filling in the blank spots.
Yeah. Anything that's just still white.
We want to keep what's dark and what's light kind of at those areas. Because if you start mixing it, then it just gets kind of muddy and excuse me.
It's true. And everything's gonna end up being tilted around anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Just.
Do we want to put some coasters back there?
I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Okay. So we could get darker if we wanted to, just add a couple more drops of our dyes and tints, but I think this is good.
Yeah, this looks great.
So now I'm gonna take my little teeny cup of opaque whites.
What's up, Clara?
Clara, you didn't have to show up today. I know you just got home. We love you though. And so I don't want to have too much white on here, because if you have too much white, it's going to cover all of the blue that you just added. So we're going to try to stick to being a pinky size line or smaller. Ideally, you wouldn't have too much white because then it'll cover everything. So I'm going to B, do you wanna, yeah, just switch to the flyover cam so you can follow me down this row. What I'm going to be doing is pouring the white so that it touches both our sand and our water. I want it to touch both so that I can stretch our design down the piece. Alrighty. And you don't have to freak out if you don't have it in the perfect spot on a first pass. You can go in and backfill it. Not a huge deal. Not a huge deal at all. So now we have all of our color down. We've got our dark blue where our deep water is. We've got our light blue where our shallow water is. And then we have our clear and our white. We have clear down for two reasons. One, I want to be able to map out where my wave is going to be before I put color on the piece, because the color might stain it, whereas if it's clear I can just wipe it off. No harm, no foul. Additionally, I want my wave to be white, and that will act as a barrier between my blues and my whites. So, should I use a wedding? I haven't used the platypus attachment in a while. Maybe we'll do platypus today. This is the wedding cake attachment. It is the shape of a wedding cake. And it's a concentrator nozzle, just like this one.
Hello, Donna Parker.
Hey, Donna. This one looks like a platypus with an overbite, and it gives you kind of fanned waves. But I'm going to put the heat on all the way high and the airflow on all the way high. I bet you. No, it's fine. So I want it all the way high, all the way high. First thing I'm going to do is pop whatever bubbles are in the piece. There's gonna be some because this epoxy is on the thicker side. So I want my wave to be able to flow pretty well as well. So I'm kind of heating it up a little bit more than I would with other resins that aren't as thick. So that it'll, yeah, it's taking a bit of effort to just push that amount of resin. So it's gonna take quite a bit of heat. So what I'm going to do is put our turtle on like a 45-degree tilt, and I'm going to work in, I guess, about a third at a time, and I'm going to get it to move, and then I'm going to move on. This is a one-pass trick. If you put the piece down after you do the whole thing and you want to go back and do a part, it's not going to look good, because you're going to end up messing up everything around it. And I'll demo that. I know it doesn't make sense just talking. I'll demo that too. Okay, so we're gonna heat it, and then we're gonna push it. I'm just waiting till it gives me a little bit of a ripple, and then I'm moving on.
Now that is a frothy beach.
What'd you call me?
Look at that. I like that. That looks so good. We should have put some sharks under there.
Push some of our wave back into this bit. It does sell up pretty nicely. I'm gonna let this cool off a minute. If I put my forearm over the piece, it's very, let's zoom in this guy.
Okay.
If I put my forearm over the piece, I can feel a lot of heat coming off of it. So I'm gonna let it just rest for a minute and grab a torche.
I don't like zooming this guy in too much because there's so much shadow. There's lighting from over here, and then all that shadow.
Mm.
It still looks good. Whoops, sorry about that. There's a lot of movement. We'll just fly this guy in.
All right. So I'm gonna take just a little creme brulee torch, and I'm gonna just tap the areas where I want a little bit more cells. This is a fun trick to use, but be very careful because you can scorch your resin and then it'll look like my elbow. If you scorch your resin, it'll look like that. It'll just be pinched up like that. It'll just be gross.
Okay.
So don't do that. It's not the best thing to do. So after like a minute, it should be cool enough to where you don't feel a whole bunch of residual heat. And then you can put it back on a little bit of a tilt. And I think I want to create a little bit more cells right here. I guess I can come over here and do right here. That's easier to see in this area.
Okay.
So I'm just going to tap it with, so if you can see this, so you can see the flame here and then a little bit of a haze of flame here, and then there's still some out here that you can't really see. I'm going to use this out here. And I'm just going to tap it on the area until it moves. And once it starts to move, I'm going to let up. So it's like real quick taps. And that will disperse and give me more cells in an area where I don't want to create too much movement with airflow with the heat gun. There we go. And that'll tilt back in and look awesome. So I'm going to try to do that in a couple other areas. I don't want to create too much movement, so I'm literally just tapping this around. So I can be really selective at where these extra cells are coming in at. And don't get worked up if it doesn't look exactly like you want it right after you're done
Right, 'cause
torching it and moving it. It's going to settle and relax and give you more cells after it just self-levels just a minute, just a hair.
And when it dries, you can come back in and put more of your waves down. Or draw on it like we always used to.
I think I like him. I like this little swirl, this interruption of motion in the ocean. I'm just gonna pour this out before it starts to set up at all. So this is a great first layer. I really like how the colors work together and how the I like the everything about it. We'll do a true color video and post it for you guys. Make sure you join our ATD's Poor People.
A bit of dribble. Oh yeah, there's a lot.
How fun those waves are. You can see that slight bit of sparkle.
God, we need to wash this off. And you're gonna drip in your cup.
Okay. So, I'm going to take this to the dust.
Do that side. Do that flipper.
I need to clear a spot. Forgot I taught a class today.
Clear the spot. Evelyn, what's up? So are you guys going to bring the cutouts to Aussie land this year? I feel the need. I'm sure we'll bring quite a bit of stuff.
Heck yeah, we'll bring the cutouts. Look how fun that little swirly is. Okay.
What's up, JJ? Alright, we have some, man, that is a lot of Resin.
Yeah, we have a little bit left over. Why don't you just smush right there? So I'm going to show you guys while I have fluid resin what it looks like when you want to go back and edit your waves. Like I just said, it's one try, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you want to go back and fix it, what it does to everything around it.
Can I have some color?
Yeah. And boop. So, come down here and talk to me, you guys.
Let's have a speak scene.
Let's have a little chit chat. So here's our little manatee. His name's Gary. And I just realized I don't have any white left over. That will, oops. I meant clear. I have a little bit of clear in here. I didn't mix it up yet. So we'll just do that. And now that one can mix up it. Alright, I'm not going to go for a whole bunch of colors, so I can just get right to the point. This will be a one color ocean. So this is on some of our clear coasters. We love working on these. There's no cleanup because we've got this awesome lining on the back of it that protects everything from getting sticky. And I know it doesn't look amazing right now because that brown paper is on it, but when we peel it, it will be brilliant. Okay, so just a little bit of the white. We don't want it to take over. All right. So let's do this. Preheat it. So let's say I wanted to go back in and heat this bit up because it's a little bit more solid. What's going to happen is everything around, so everything right here in this area is going to end up getting fuzzy because of the heat that I'm adding right here. So right now it's beautiful. There's a whole bunch of cells happening. Gorge. Now, if I try to push this over here, it made all of these ones fuzzy. See what I mean? Like now all that has blurred because of the heat that I added to try to get this bit to sell. So this has a little bit more cells, but all this is blurry, which isn't the worst thing, but it's just not the thing that I would be shooting for. So then I would fix it with a torch, just tilt all that off and let it set, and it'll be amazing, and he'll be just like he's moving super fast. He's a fast little manatee. Okay. You can have the rest of it be.
I can have the rest of it?
Yeah, if you want to do some of the arts.
What's here?
Do you want me to peel those for you?
I already peeled.
Oh.
We don't have a white though, or a clear.
Yeah, but it's okay.
We can just do, I'm gonna try this anyways. I'm just gonna do a full one and then just do like just a couple different, what do you call it?
How far away are you holding? I'm pretty close, I would say. I'm probably like this far off of the surface, so I guess like 2 inches. It really depends on what it needs. Sometimes it's not moving very fast because it's a thicker resin, or maybe it's colder, so you may have to like really get in there. It doesn't really matter how close you are with your heat source. unless it's fire. So if you're using a heat gun, doesn't really matter how close you get, other than if you hit the end of your heat gun into your resin, it's gonna smell so bad when it burns off. And ideally, once it starts to move your heat source, whether it's a torch or a heat gun. Once it starts to move, pull back. If it smokes at all, you're really close to scorching it, so for real, quickly pull back. Can I answer any more questions for you guys? All right, Clara, get some rest. What you need? Can do torch and tilt. This is fine to do. Just if you're at home and you're using a torch, be careful not to burn your hand, because melted glove will stick to your hand and not feel very good.
That's true.
Can you turn your hat backwards if you can't turn it
I
enough?
cannot.
Yeah. Do you want me to heat it a little bit more?
Yeah, it's just, I didn't want to get it between them and burn my hand. I just wiped my hand off with alcohol, so.
Do you want this? Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? What is the difference in top and bottom cell paste? So I have a couple of videos specifically on this, but essentially a top cell paste would need to be on top of the other colors in order to sell. For example, the white that we're using is a top cell paste, so it's on top of the other colors that we're using and we're getting cells. If we were using a base cell paste, which would be from the brand Color Passion, all of their pastes except for one that is labeled a top cell are base cells. That would need to be under the other colors in order to get cells. What's today? I will be at Judy's tomorrow, but I can do a demo for you guys on Wednesday if you like, discussing the difference in top and base cell paste if you're so interested. I love taking requests on things to do because I always want to know what you guys are interested in seeing, because that's what I'm here for, is for y'all. So please let me know if you ever have any requests. I like him. You good?
Yeah.
So doing an ocean without letting it grab onto the dry area, it's really hard to stretch that wave because resin's just going to roll over itself instead of stretching down the piece. So this is a great demo on what it would look like if you didn't put clear, so that's got some blue waves, and also how it doesn't stretch down the piece like it does when you do white, clear, and then blue. Also still looks good. It's a cute little turtle.
And probably when it gets dry, you just paint the back so that it gets all nice and solid.
Fully.
You paint it like white would really brighten it up because that's clear. It's a clear substrate.
Are we gonna do more oceans?
No, because we don't have any clear. I mean, it just doesn't look right when you don't have clear.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do a couple of smushes just to use up some of the resin.
So there's no dark, like there's no opaque, so you can't.
The white is opaque. Definitely way more resin than I needed. What? It's gonna be amazing. Smushes almost always have some kind of awesome happening I wish doing bigger smushes like the like when we tried to do the 12-inch smush, it turned out
Mm-hmm.
because it always looks so interesting. Smush.
And big wave.
That's gonna look so cool
Big
when we get
whammy.
that backing taken off.
Mm-hmm. A little heat in there.
Mm-hmm. Those cells popped up pretty quick. I'm pretty impressed by
Yeah, that looks
by
good.
that. I love to see you use one of the new sets together to make a piece so we can see what's included and what they look like together. Oh, the new color passion sets? I can do that. I can absolutely do that. The black cherry and the mauve color need to be showed off. They look insane. They are insane.
That just picked it up. Like, it didn't do anything. Like, it just picked it up. I wonder why it did that. That's so strange.
I don't know. When I put mine down, I kind of,
I did. I smushed it and then I turned it.
you know, I twisted it before I, like, really put a lot of pressure down. Try it again.
That's gonna just take it up.
I meant take this one and do it.
So what do? You just
I like set it down and then turned it before I put any pressure. Yeah.
That's so strange.
It is. It just kind of picked it up. Maybe let's do this.
Smush smush. The true smush.
Dual smush.
And it's just gonna look like marble.
It like didn't do hardly anything.
I bet it's gonna look good underneath it.
Oh yeah, on the other side.
Yeah.
It's kind of the beauty of using clear.
And this is setting up to it, I think.
Yeah, we're getting down there on the working time. It just looks a little bit like an angry ocean. Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna leave these here because our dust-free zone's getting quite full. So you guys, I hope you liked today's live.
You can see it.
If you have any questions that I didn't get to today, leave it for me down in the comments or send me a message through our website. I'm always happy to answer any questions you have.
So what colors and what resin did we use today?
So today we used Just Resin's Ocean Coat. There's a stick in that one. I have it on our website right now. And we also used Bondi Blue Tint from Color Obsession, Titanium from Just Resin, Turquoise Gel Tint from Color Passion, Square Clears, a Manatee Clear, and a Turtle Cradle Board, and a Partridge and a Pear Tree. So, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, ATD's Poor People, join us because we post in there a lot. And if you have questions, there's so many super helpful people that are just ready to help you with whatever project you're working on. Super friendly environment, no drama. You both were a topic of discussion on a live I was watching. Hopefully it wasn't bad?
Right.
Question mark? I'm scared. Evelyn,
Right.
What channel
What
was it?
was that?
Yes, please leave me your thumbs, and after the video post, if you have a second and you come back across our channel, leave us a comment. Leslie, okay, well, we love Leslie too. We are going to be doing a review of some of her products coming up soon. She's got a new line that we want to show you guys. If you need anything, shoot me a message. I'll be filling orders tonight and going to be at Judy's tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday to do a comparison and top sell and base sell paste. And if you have any more questions or requests between now and then, leave me a comment. Any interaction with our channel really helps YouTube know that you guys like watching, so please do so. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for everything. You know we have some awesome new colors in, and we really appreciate it when you support our small business. Anyways, we gotta go. I gotta take the pups out. Maybe not. They seem very tired.
So, remember, we do the tests. I want a little bouncing ball.
Bing, bing, bing.
So you don't have to. Ooh.
So many oohs.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Bye from Utah. Well, bye, Utah.
I like Utah. Anyways, we love you guys so much. Be kind to one another because you never know what someone's going through. Always remember,
we do the test.
so you don't have to.
See, we already said that.
I know, but it's part of the thing, and it has to be in order.
Okay. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
See you next time. Bye.